My dear students, today I am going to discuss rules to ask yes or no questions, starting with secondary auxiliary verbs. Good. Under Learn English through Tamil, a foundation course. I am Dr. Gunathekaran, who is taking class for you. Vetri welcomes you all. Now, before starting this, just I want to give some information. Normally, if you want to speak or raise questions or answer questions, that is, we'll call it as conversations. So, we must know how to construct simple sentences and interrogative sentences. So, how to form simple sentences, I have already discussed. Kindly verify from the previous chapters in the YouTube. Now, coming for the sentences, I want to give one information. Sentences can be classified in a number of ways. One of the most important type is 1. Simple sentence. 2. Interrogative sentence. 3. Imperative sentence. And 4. Exclamatory sentence. This is one type. Another type, simple sentence, compound sentence, and complex sentence. So let me concentrate the first type. Under the first type, since I have already discussed simple, I am concentrating on interrogative sentences. That means, what is interrogative sentence? Let me define, kindly follow me. A sentence that asks a questions, the sentence that asks a question is called an interrogative sentence. Normally, we are using the following types to ask questions. What are they? Number 1, WH questions. Number 2, yes or no questions. And number 3, tag questions. Only by 3 ways we can raise questions. We can produce interrogative questions. WH questions I have already discussed. And we are now discussing yes or no questions. And tag question I will discuss in future. Okay. So I want to give some information regarding interrogative sentence using WH. What is WH questions? WH questions are questions that begin with the word that typically start with WH. They are used to gather information about a specific topic. A specific topic. Important WH words used to ask questions are, kindly follow me. Number 1, what. Number 2, when. Number 3, where. Number 4, which. Number 5, who. Number 6, whom. Number 7, whose. Number 8, why. And number 9, how. Out of these 9 WH questions, 1 to 8 actually obeying the rule containing WH. Whereas in 9, the W and H are interchanged. So H come first, W come last, and center is O. So this information you must keep in mind. Okay. Now, since we are discussing yes or no questions, so I want to give some information before starting that using good as the secondary auxiliary verb or model verb. Yes or no question do not require elaborate explanations or detailed information. What are the characteristics of yes or no questions? So it's my duty, I have to indicate. One, simplicity. Simplicity. They are straightforward and easy to answer. Number two, clarity. They ask for a clear affirmation or negation. Kindly follow the next one. Number three, directness. They focus on a specific point without ambiguity. That is three, directness. Number four, consciousness. They are typically short and to the point. Number five, binary response. They limit the response to two possible answers. One is yes, another is no. Number six, efficiency. They are more useful for quickly gathering information or making decisions. So, in order to frame question using secondary auxiliary verbs or modal verbs, we have to follow some 5 rules. The first rule says, identify all the auxiliary verb which includes. Identify all the auxiliary verbs which include. That means we have to memorize the auxiliary verbs. So when I am saying now verb, it is my duty, I have to explain what is verb. What are the types of verb? Everything I have discussed. I am just recollecting before entering. So generally, the entire verb, say for example, in the Oxford Dictionary, recent Oxford Dictionary, English Dictionary, with Tamil translation, we have observed nearly 3,765 verbs are there available. 3,765 verbs are available. So, and these verbs, so how can I classify? The main classification is, I can classify verbs into two types. One is finite verbs, another is non-finite verbs. Please follow. That is, in grammar books, this type is not given. This method is not given. I told you from in the beginning of my chapter, my approach is verbal approach. Only if you understand verb, you can do anything in English. Raising question, conversation, everything. So what is meant by finite and non-finite? Finite means mutruvinai. Non-finite, mutravinai. Mutravinai means that the verb is completed. Non-finite, mutravinai. A simple example, I can give example, come. It is a finite verb. So with the come, suppose I am adding now, kindly follow me, non-finite I can classify into 3 types. What way? First is infinitive. Gerund and participle. Participle. Kindly follow me. Let me again. Verbs, finite verb, non-finite verb, 3 types. This is infinitive, gerund, and participle. Participle. So it may be present participle or past participle. Kindly follow finite verb as simple example. I will take now. Let me say this way. Go. Go. I am using. Go means po. I go. I can say I go. You go. We go. Right? That means நான் போகிறேன். நாங்கள் போகிறோம். It is completed. The verb is completed. But if I add infinitive means simply add to go. போவதற்கு, it is not completed. Infinitive. Gerund, that you can add ing. Going. I am going. நான் போய்க்கொண்டு. போய்க்கொண்டு. It is infinite. It is not completed. Then participle, gone. G-O-N-E, gone. Kindly follow now. So actually, I want to give one information. Basically, in verbal approach, we must know V1 verb, V2 verb, V3 verbs for all types. V1 present, V2 past tense, present tense, past tense, V3 past participle. So this is significantly, conventionally we are using in the English all books. Okay, so here the non-finite verb means it to the infinitive, gerund, and participle. Kindly follow the interesting informations. Let me come back rule 1 now. In rule 1, so that is verb, I can classify. One is main, that is the finite verb and non-finite verb. The second, the finite verb, that is muற்றுvinai, I can further classify interestingly into 4 types. Please follow. You may wonder. This will not be discussed properly in no grammar books. Finite verb I can classify into main verb and auxiliary verb. This is type 1. Number 2, regular verb and irregular verb. Type 2. Transitive verb and intransitive verb. 3. And 4th, strong verb and weak verb. This is the 4th type. So finite verb I can classify further into 4 types. Main verb, auxiliary verb, regular verb, irregular verb, transitive, intransitive, strong and weak. All these types with example I have discussed. Kindly verify. So now I am concentrating only on auxiliary verb, because only with the auxiliary verbs I can raise question, yes or no questions. That is the most important point. Unless you know auxiliary verbs, you cannot raise question, yes or no questions. So what is the idea? Rule number 1, identify all the auxiliary verb which include. So in this auxiliary verb, there are 5 types. Type 1, be verbs. Type 2, do verbs. Type 3, has verb. Type 4, will verbs. And type 5, would verbs. 5. The very interesting point I want to inform you, the first 1, 2, 3, the first one be verbs, that is including am, is, are, present tense, was, were, past tense, be verbs. The second type, do, does, present tense, did, past tense, type 2. Has, have, present tense, had, past tense, type 3. So these three, we will call it as primary auxiliary verbs. Primary auxiliary verbs. What is the advantage of primary auxiliary verb? Primary auxiliary verb will act as a main verb as well as auxiliary verb. Please follow. This is the very, very important. Any verb which is acting in a sentence as a main verb, in another sentence it is also acting as an auxiliary verb, that we will call it as the primary auxiliary verb. So that means 1, 2, 3 types. These verbs are called primary auxiliary verbs. The remaining 4 and 5, will, shall, can, may, must. 4, would, should, could, might, etc. 5. So these called secondary auxiliary verbs or modal verbs. Modal verbs. So these verbs will not act as a main verb. They will only act as an auxiliary verb. Please follow. Very, very interesting. So let me give with a suitable example for you, you will have a clear idea. Let me take a simple example. First one, the 3 types, let me use now. Suppose he is a boy. He is a boy. So is a be verb coming under this. So it is coming an auxiliary verb this, whereas he is the subject, that is coming the personal pronoun, third person singular. So singular verb, third person, is coming. So he is a boy. Here is acting as a main verb. Clear? The same now I am using another sentence. He is eating an apple. Some in this sentence, now is coming as not a main verb. It is auxiliary. What is main? Eat is the main verb. Eat is coming in the form of gerund. Eating. So he is eating an apple. அவன் ஒரு ஆப்பிளை சாப்பிட்டு கொண்டிருக்கிறான். I hope. Understand? So all the first primary auxiliary verb will act as a main verb as well as auxiliary verb. This simple example will be sufficient. Whereas, if you go for this 4th and 5th type, say for example, will, you take will. So you can add any subject. Say for example, I will. If I write I will, the sentence will not be completed. But at the same time, if I write I do, the sentence is completed. I do, நான் செய்வேன், செய்கிறேன். I do, I say, I go, நான் போகிறேன். I come, நான் வருகிறேன். So that is primary auxiliary, the verb which is coming as the main. Whereas in the secondary auxiliary, we have to bring another verb. That is the main verb. That is, I'll say, I will go. I will come. நான் போவேன். I will go to Chennai. I will come to Pondicherry. So this is the main difference. So the rule 1 is, you must know the type is all the 5 types and the difference between first and second type. Primary auxiliary verb and secondary auxiliary verb. Okay. Rule 2, please follow. Place the suitable auxiliary verb at the beginning of the question when you are raising yes or no questions, followed by subject and the main verb. Followed by subject and main verb. I am giving a simple question. Question is he coming to the party? Listen me, here is the verb. Coming as a main verb. So it is primary auxiliary verb. And he, it is the personal pronoun, third person singular. So, what is the meaning of this sentence? Is he coming to the party? அவன் விருந்துக்கு வந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறானா? This is the question. Very simple. Simply put the primary auxiliary verb in front, followed by suitable subject, depending upon the nature of verb. Then add your object. Over. Sentence will be completed. Very easy. Suppose if you put a question like this, there are two possibilities of answer. One is, if it is yes, he is coming to the party. Positive. ஆம், அவன் விருந்துக்கு வந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறான். If negative, no, he isn't coming to the party. He isn't coming to the party. Instead of saying is not, it is commonly now we are using isn't, the short form. Okay? This is the very interesting rule 2. Rule 3, add the rest of the sentence if needed. Rest of the sentence, when you are giving reply, you can add. So let me use the same question I use for the rule 2. Is he coming to the party? அவன் விருந்துக்கு வந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறானா? I am giving a reply. Yes, he is coming to the party. I am not stopping that. I am adding some rest of the sentence. Additional. What? And he will join with us. ஆம், அவன் விருந்துக்கு வந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறான். மேலும் அவன் எங்களுடன் சேர்ந்து கொள்வான். விருந்தில் எங்களுடன் சேர்ந்து கொள்வான். Positive. Negative. No, he isn't coming to the party. Negative. Rule 3. Rule 4. This is already connected with the 3. Use the correct form of auxiliary verb. So when you are using the auxiliary verb, primary or secondary, you should use properly the subject, noun or pronoun. Properly you have to use. So here I am giving two sentences. One is wrong form, another is correct form. The first one, kindly follow. Do she know the answer? அவளுக்கு அவள் பதிலை அறிந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறாளா? This is the wrong form because she third person singular, so verb should come third person singular. This is plural. Do we have to use for plural verb. So correct is, does she know the answer? Does she know the answer? That is the correct form. Okay, the next one. Rule 5. Inversion of subject and verbs. Inversion of subject and verbs. That means we can simply form a yes or no question by simply inversion. Use verb and subject for question, then reverse subject and verb, then automatically answer. Example, same. I am giving a sentence now. You are coming to the party. Present continuous. This is நீ விருந்துக்கு வந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறாய். So I want to convert into question. Very simple. You just invert. Bring it to front. Or I can take the front side. Or I will take front side. Then I can write the sentence. Are you coming to the party? Automatically, question mark you have to put. That's all. Are you coming to the party? So when you raise, are you coming to the party? So I am converting into a question. Now what is the answer now? Are you coming to the party? Yes, I am coming to the party. No, I am not coming to the party. Please follow. So, suitable in present, future, past, continuous sentences. Kindly follow. Now, the interesting information is how to form yes or no questions. I am giving a formula. So, since I am going to discuss with the secondary auxiliary verb good, I am using that. Good first, we have to use good plus subject. Subject may be noun. It may be singular noun or plural noun. Then personal pronoun, it may be I or we, first person. Second person, you or you, singular or plural. Third person, singular, he, she, it, plural, they. Plus, we have to write V1 verb, present verb. Present tense, we have to use. Kindly follow. Then plus correspondingly object. Then automatically we can form a sentence. Please follow. This is the formula, simple formula to frame yes or no questions. Okay, now I want to hear better to differentiate and what cases and what way we have to use can, where we have to use can, where we have to use could, I want to explain. Please follow. Can and could are modal verbs used to express 1. Ability, 2. Possibility, 3. Permission or request. Kindly follow. But they differ in terms of 1. Tense, 2. Formality, and 3. Likelihood. Can is the present tense, could is the past tense. Please follow. So, now I will differentiate the ability, possibility and permission. In what way can, what way could can be used. But in terms of tense, formality and likelihood. Kindly follow me. Number 1. Please follow. Number 1. Can denotes present ability, present ability, and good indicate past ability. Very, very easy. Easy. Number 2. Can suggest a strong likelihood, and could indicates a weaker likelihood. Number 3. Can is used for informal request. Informal. Whereas could is more polite and formal request. This is the very, very important. Good we have to use for informal. That is for informal request, for can, and good for polite and formal request. So this is the most important. So in the case of good can be used for past ability, good can be used for a weaker likelihood, good can be used for a polite and formal request. Now with this idea, I can give some 10 sentences I have framed here that will help you to understand. Number 1, question number 1. Could you speak Hindi? Could you speak Hindi? நீ இந்தி பேச தெரிந்து வைத்திருக்கிறாயா? உனக்கு இந்தி பேச தெரியுமா? தெரிந்து வைத்திருக்கிறாயா? Past tense. Now reply, yes, I could speak Hindi. Yes, I could speak Hindi. No, I couldn't speak Hindi. Negative. So, 2 possibility. Please follow. The second question. Could he attend the meeting tomorrow? Could he attend the meeting tomorrow? Now, 2 possibility. Yes, he could attend the meeting tomorrow. Or no, he couldn't attend the meeting tomorrow. Kindly follow. This is the information. Third one. Could she finish the project in time? Could she finish the project in time? Yes, she could finish the project in time. Now, second, no, she couldn't finish the project in time. Very, very easy. Number 4, could they travel this weekend? Could they travel this weekend? Yes, they could travel this weekend. No, they could not travel this weekend. Okay, next one. 5. Could you drive a car? உனக்கு கார் ஓட்ட தெரியுமா? நீ கார் ஓட்டுவாயா? ஓட்ட தெரியுமா? Yes, I could drive a car. No, I could not drive a car. Very, very easy to understand. The next question. Could you be available for a call later? Could you be available for a call later? Yes, I could be available for a call later. Another possibility. No, I couldn't be available for a call later. Probably I will go out. Okay. Next, number 7. Could you go to the temple today? Could you go to the temple today? Yes, I could go to the temple today. No, I wouldn't go to the temple today. Next question. Could you accept the job offer? Could you accept the job offer? Yes, I could accept the job offer. Second possibility. No, I couldn't accept the job offer. Number 9. Could you swim? Could you swim? உனக்கு நீச்சல் தெரியுமா? Could you நீ நீந்துவாயா? உனக்கு நீந்த தெரியுமா? Yes, I could swim. No, I couldn't swim. Two possibility. And lastly, the 10th sentence. Could you solve this problem? Could you solve this problem? Yes, I could solve this problem. Another possibility. No, I couldn't solve this problem. So, my dear students, so very easily we can able to differentiate where and when we have to use can and could by this unit. I hope you have enjoyed. Thank you very much for your kind the information obtained so far, and we will meet again in the next chapter. Bye bye. See you again.